Okay, now we're going to do a 2-bank tandem closed cinch, also known as a box cinch, with out and back control lines. So again, we're going to get some people over to the weak side. Our subject has an airway. We can't or we shouldn't go for them. We have access to 2 sides. And often we use this cinch when someone is in a boat of some sort, but they're nervous about getting out of their boat and getting swept downstream. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and provide some support with ropes before they pop their skirt or exit their boat. Okay. So again, we're going to start off by throwing one line from strong to weak. And although it's a little unconventional, we're going to throw another one from weak to strong. So we now have lines spanning, or two lines spanning the current on the downstream side of our subject. We're going to take line number 1, right at the bag, so we want to pull all the excess slack over to the strong side. We're going to clip that on to line number 2. We're going to hold the corner. We're going to do the same thing. We've thrown that across. I'm going to put that in, clip a carabiner on there, and we're going to clip that onto our first line, and again, oops, we're going to hold the corner. Okay. We're now going to lift this up. We're going to get it over top of our subject so that we're in a position to, call it, close up the box on our subject. Now the last time we did this, when we had Spider-Man here pulling on the line from weak to strong, and Red Hulk here pulling on the line from strong to weak, we have this sketchy moment that when we pull, that our lines are loose in the water. When we have loose lines in the water, the uptake of that slack is a moment where we don't have control. We know that lines that are under tension are considered rescue tools, and lines that are not under tension are like dangerous serpents waiting to strike. Thank you, Mr. Mather. So what we're going to do here is we're going to control this by taking another line, and this is called a control line or an out and back. And we're going to pass this either under or over, hold this in one hand, hold the bulk in the other hand. Okay. We're going to do the same thing over on the other side. This is going to come over like this. So now what happens as these two hold on like this, they can now control the rate of which this moves. So red line pulls in, they give a little bit of rope, it starts moving this way. Okay. This side pulls in, Hulk gives a little rope, and you'll see that these two here, these lines, are maintaining our box. So we don't ever have that moment of ropes which are slack. As they pull in more and give more, you'll see that this whole setup is going to constrict, but we still have control over the rate of constriction on our corners. Once we've pulled in sufficiently that we're constricted around our subject, like this, we can get rid of the out and back control lines by dropping the short side and holding onto the long side and pulling out. Drop the short side, pull on the long side, and now those ropes are out of the way. Once we're here, we're now going to move upstream so that our apex is less than 90 degrees. We can now pull with the intention of popping out. Ready, pull to pop on 3. 1, 2, 3. We pull upstream. This side here holds tight. This side here lets rope out. And our apex is going to move all the way over to here. Look after the subject. Now, let's get everyone back. Many different ways that we can bring them back. Here we're going to just do a classic pendulum. Hold on in the proper hand configuration and enter the water. That's a tandem closed cinch with out and back control lines, also known as a box cinch with control lines.